Writing a book is a dream for many, but turning that book into a success, that's where the real challenge begins. What does it take to write a book that sells, that reaches readers, builds your brand, and makes an impact? In this episode, Susmita, CEO of Global Book Publishing, sits down with author Richnovated, who shares how his book crossed over 500 plus copies sold, and how you can set your book up for success too.
So how did you manage to achieve so much of success and with your children's book? So what did you do differently?
Yeah, well, one of the top things, of course, is, Global Book Publishing, just having their support on different marketing ideas, different marketing strategies on how to, just put diversity and STEM out there. So definitely Global Book Publishing has been the the biggest push for me. So I'm forever in gratitude and appreciation of everything that Global Book Publishing has done for me, as well as, just being my authentic self. I think people really connect with you more when you're just your authentic self. You can be vulnerable about everything that you've been through in life and how you got in there. So I feel like a lot of people just, are able to connect to my story and actually want to support. So really just, putting in that work and actually, putting myself out there, wanting to go to different events, traveling to different events. It was a time that I did, so I'm in Raleigh, North Carolina, and there was a time that, I went to Philly for an event, and then right after I left Philly, I drove to Syracuse. So just different stuff like that, putting myself out there, being willing to, get on the road and drive just to meet people that, I never even met before that are impacted by my book. So just putting myself out there.
That's amazing, Richard. That's amazing. And of course, I agree when you say you have to put yourself out when it's your book. You cannot imagine that I will write the best book in this world and then everybody will come running to buy my book because I have written an amazing book. So it is important, guys. You're listening, you're hearing from someone who has done it right. So what would be your message to people, writers, and aspiring authors who are working on their book right now, Richard?
Yeah, my message will just be, kind of just be transparent and put myself out there about my story. I graduated undergrad in 2015, and I've always, written like short stories and just been, interested in writing and just using my imagination for different stuff. But, I sat on my content that I had for years. And then until like 2019, I had a near-death car accident. And then after that accident just really just hit me. That was just like, you never know the impact of the work that you have can make on people that you don't even know around the world. So one message that I would just say is just keeping that why of why you're doing it and just understanding that, it's not easy, but you never know the impact of your ideas or your work can make on someone that you don't even know. And then I look at impact as an exponent. So it's like if you impact one person, you're really impacting that person's whole family or even generation. I know when I first started with my book and we came together with different ideas. I didn't know how everything was going to come all together. I had a few ideas, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is just to start. But when you just put that key in the ignition and you start the car, it starts moving, right? So just start. That's one of the biggest things I would say. Just start and go from there, and everything will all come together.
If Richnovated can do it, you can too. Your book can reach hundreds, maybe thousands. Let's wrap it up with 5 key takeaways from Richnovated's journey. Write with a clear audience in mind. Build hype before launch. Use every platform you can. Collect and share reviews. Stay consistent with promotion. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Start taking small actions today. Until then, happy writing and successful publishing.